Whoa, that was fast.
You're hooked up? Are we hooked up and ready to go, man?
When I'm over here, I can...
You're hooked up, buddy.
Right on, man. Well,
do that, right?
Connected.
Good.
Facebook, we'll go to Twitter.
Right on.
Cosby Crow, and we are doing Davyn's First Nation show here. Usually Davyn and Cathy, right?
Yep.
So this is a change of pace. It's not on the enter message. Okay. Après-vous, monsieur.
Right on, man. Welcome. First, foremost, I want to thank the Crow for coming through. This is a different broadcast station, as the captain is doing a 60-hour fundraiser. So there's a lot that's been happening, and first and foremost, I want to let people know that we actually don't have a chat, so you can get through to us, I think, through Facebook. Is that right, Crow?
Well, if somebody's knows you on Facebook, or
if somebody knows me, I'm Ras Haile X, RASHAILEX.
Good evening, Davyn. Hold on, I think our chat is up, so I might be able to.
Oh, chat might be up.
Public broadcast.
So
that would be nice. Well, yeah, looks like we might have it. Okay.
Right on.
Let's see. Turn this up.
Talk like you.
Okay, reception not bad.
Yeah, man. So we're live?
Yeah, we're live.
Right on, man. So, yeah. Yeah, man.
Doing
good.
Good evening. Civilian media, we got chat. Hey, Davyn.
Right on, man.
Okay, good
Right
evening.
fucking on, man.
What is going on with your live stream show? What happened to your show with Shagger? I hope everything's okay. Are we to find you on BAM users from now on?
Well, I think that's up to that's actually up to the captain. So people are probably wondering why I'm not helping the captain with a 60-hour fundraiser. Well, there is a couple issues. The first issue was that we felt that after, working with the captain for 2.5 years, that he should have known our protocols, and he should have consulted us about calling it the medicine wheel, which he didn't. And so when we confronted him on that, he said that, just went in one ear and out the other. We told him we didn't want him using our sacred colors. I think if people remember, he was going to use the 4 sacred colors on the medicine wheel, and we told him that he couldn't do that.
Worried about losing you.
And the other part too is that we couldn't agree on where the funds should go. If we felt that we didn't want to just raise $10,000 for the captain. We wanted that money to go towards things that were needed, first and foremost, important, like maybe paying off that bill. That might be a suggestion. So the captain, I asked him yesterday if my show was still on, and
oh, Gary's in there too.
I guess he didn't want me to help. I guess he didn't want to broadcast my show. So that's great. I was on Facebook, and the Crow, he came by, or he said to me, I can offer you my phone to live stream, and here we are.
Well, thanks to Cathy for letting me in on that conversation.
Yeah, right on. Thanks to my wife, Song Dikwe.
And the volume maybe impeding here.
So, yeah, so, that's one part. The other part too is that we told the captain that he should, have consulted us about, using the 4 colors, because we felt that if something ever happened in New Brunswick, that the police, they're not going to respect the fact that the 4 colors are there. They're just going to shoot it down, and and that's kind of disrespectful, kind of just, like the way the police threw our flags down on the ground on the Remembrance Day, So we don't want to see that happen, right? And we want to make sure that, we want to do what the Mi'kmaq Warriors Society wants. We want to hear from what they have to say, and if they choose to have cash,
oh, dang it.
we'll do a fundraiser for them.
Dang it.
If they don't want cash, we'll see. So, yeah. So, I've been working on every week on a thing. Hey, maybe the Reverend could grab me a paper. I have a couple people here. And my son, Skylar, who, I'm so happy that he came tonight. This show tonight, because we are starting brand new, and we are...
against the captain.
Okay, we can't say that. We're not against the captain.
Well, we're not against him.
Look.
But...
I want to make some clarifications. I am not against the captain. I don't agree with what he did, and I didn't agree with the fact that he didn't want to listen to what we were trying to tell him, and, so... I wish him the best of luck. I don't speak bad of the captain. I do love him as a friend. This is business, unfortunately, and, you got
nothing against the man.
I got nothing against the guy, for sure. So, thanks to the Crow, we're going to have this show.
2 Row Times.
The 2 Row Times, man, is going to be the sponsor of this show, man. I've been distributing the 2 Row Times, and... the 2 Row Times is serving the dish with 1 spoon territory, which is Ontario and upstate New York. And I have some papers here that I'm going to be delivering, so if you ever see me out on the battlefield, I'll try and bring some down.
I don't disagree with you.
So,
I'm not against the captain. I just disagree.
yeah.
I just missaid it,
And just want to let you know, the Toronto Maple Leafs, they won the
what was it called?
The Winter Classic.
Yeah.
And I want to show somebody, you people, something. A friend of mine actually went to that game, and this is what he brought back for me, was this seat cushion of the Winter Classic between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Detroit Red Wings, which we won in the shootout.
That thing's still up there.
Yeah.
That Crow's got a message. There.
Oh, he has his own message.
24 Stanley Cups.
Yeah, and he also brought me back this toque. I want to talk about something, specifically to actually respect the Crow.
Oh, somebody's asking you what happened to that decolonization project. I don't think that's fair. We were imposing Iroquois values on 2 Row on other nations, and we don't have to follow the 2 Row.
Who said that?
Good evening, Davyn.
Well, we're not imposing the 2 Row. I want to make some clarifications because, first and foremost, this is traditional Iroquois land. And if you look around in Toronto, Toronto Island is owned by the Iroquois Confederacy, or it belongs to the Iroquois Confederacy. Where I live, to the west of me, about a 10-15 minute walk west, is a thing called the Snake Mounds, and those are Iroquois burial mounds, and they have been there for over 4,000 years. So you know, and the Hurons are Iroquois as well. But this is truly a meeting place, and because this is traditional Iroquois territory, and the two-row wampum. Hold on.
Hey, do it.
The two-row wampum is a wampum that was made with the Iroquois and the Dutch in 1613. So you know that's the most important wampum that is out there, because it's the wampum that unifies the native and the non-native people. And we've talked about the two-row on my other show many times. So
The Snake Mounds were proven to have no burial or ancestral evidence.
well, that's because over time the bones deteriorated, and what they actually need to do. See, there was a guy, David Redwolf. He actually took on the project, and what I think that they should have done is that they should have got archaeologists, you know, professional archaeologists to answer to look. But what the thing of it is. Just hold on.
You got a cop at your door.
Just hold on.
Oh, we got a little detour. Hey, want to go in and talk about the fundraiser?
Yeah, just hold on.
You go ahead.
Okay. 1 second. Davyn's gone for a quick break.
Not from here. I have my son, so. All right. Davyn? D-A-V-Y-N?
1 second. Sorry about that. We got somebody at the door. Good evening, Davyn. I agree.
Good evening.
Wolf could
T-Bone.
be handle it better. Okay. Davyn's at the door. I'll go back to that. Whoa. It's going fast.
All right. Oh, there's no marijuana here, man. I know my son, and I have my other son who's 11.
Like police harassment if there's any marijuana.
All right.
Okay,
Thank you
no.
very much.
Okay, I was just on the stream. Okay, yeah, he's okay. Everything's okay. We were just looking for somebody in the hallway.
Okay. Skylar.
Okay, what was that? Because of the hype of the mouth.
To watch him. Give him some Cheerios. Not too many.
So what was this conversation about?
Anyway.
What was the conversation about though? I'm just.
I kind of lost track of what I was saying.
They were asking about...
The two-row.
Wait, whoa, my chat's going a little bit fast here.
Well, yeah, we were
Oh, the
talking.
mounds.
Yeah, the
Truro
snake mound.
Native community with its hype is horrible with the way Red Wolf discredited
Okay.
native law.
The thing of it is with the burial mounds, you're not going to find bodies when the mounds are thousands of years old. What you have to look for is a special tincture in the dust. I think it's like ochre or something like that. There's a tincture that you can find in the mounds. And the fact of it is that it can't be disputed, because all through the park there are different mounds. There's the snake mounds, there's the bear mounds, where that restaurant is. And because of the development in the park, a lot of these things have been destroyed. So, of course, you're not going to see a lot of evidence, you know. A lot of that has been destroyed, but there is a lot that is being preserved. And what David Redwolf got was, he got the fence, he got the snake mounds fenced off, and they restructured it, and they have put a sign up there stating that they are looking to restore it to its originality. So nobody's allowed to go in there, and it has been agreed that Six Nations looks after it. So there's joint projects, you know, between the city of Toronto and Six Nations about the snake mounds. So, yeah.
Because the hype made everyone look bad. Good evening, Davyn. Even the Toronto Star and the city backed away. I hope one day they can find evidence to clear up this mess for good.
What?
The Toronto Star and the city backed away. I hope one day they can find evidence to clear up this mess for good.
Yeah, for sure. But I wanted to give the Crow some entertainment.
You could actually watch the chat. I'm thinking of that if you're on your computer.
Yeah. A lot of people ask me, or no, sorry. There is, I was looking into hockey history. And you know why they have the letter H in the middle of the Canadians?
Oh, I think I heard this one. Go ahead, shoot. From the hip.
Well, there's a couple reasons.
Well, it's habitant to be.
That is one.
Yeah.
But the French,
Habitant.
they call it
Habitant.
the Canadian Hockey Club, and that and the H actually stands for hockey, but
Well, they were
in the
yeah,
French version, yeah.
It
I was
evolved
reading
a
that.
little bit because it was the Montreal Maroons, and then it changed to Montreal.
Then they came the Les Canadiens.
And then they turned it Canadian, which is weird. C and no
Here,
H.
Skylar, come and say hi for a
That's
few
pretty
minutes.
H,
I
either.
was gonna go tell him.
Say hi. This is my son, Skylar.
What are you saying? But back to the two-row. It's not the only relationship between whites, the First Nations. Well,
Yeah.
Tyler. Oh, you're all the way down there.
Huh?
Say hi.
Oh, I'm down. Sorry, I'm a little.
I put the camera down.
So this is me, and well,
You're on your computer.
okay, so
Sorry.
so this is my first time on this, well, on the camera, so okay, so.
On band music. You've been on live stream.
Well, I've been on live stream before, but well.
You had your own show
I
too.
had my own show, but well, now because of this, there's all this stuff going on, and just a reminder, I missaid it. I missaid what I was trying to say. I was trying to say that we're not agreeing with what the captain's doing.
Right.
We're not against him. We don't
No.
hate him. We like him. He's a good guy.
Exactly. And we liked Mao too at one point too, and we still do.
Yeah.
Everybody should learn from their.
Oh, so could I go outside?
Yep. So I was reading a little bit of the chat. What was that last question?
Back again. What was it? Why should Nish have to follow other nations' protocol? I know protocol is very important to you.
Well, because it's like going to another country, and I just want to sport off the Quebec Nordiques.
Oh, the
man.
no dicks.
Oh yeah, man! I have to
Montreal,
throw
we
that
hate
in
them,
there, man.
I don't like the word hate, but we hate them.
Oh yeah, look at that, man.
Oh, they wanted to take
Look
all
at
the
that,
players.
man. The
We're French.
Nordiques.
Give us half the players. We'll kill you.
Hey, didn't the Canadians
We
give
all
them?
laugh at that.
We gave. Hey, you gave us Guy Lafleur.
The flying cokehead. Another 4.
Yeah.
Main Street.
So it's just like when you go to another country, like you have to be respectful of what people do. And like next Friday, I'm leaving traditional Iroquois territory to go to the Coast Salish territory, which is Vancouver. And I'm really excited because I'm going to see my dad. I haven't seen him in 3 years, and I'm bringing my wife and my son out. We're going out there to do the Fast of Many Sweats from the 15th to the 19th on Salt Spring Island. And what's going to happen is we're going to do sweats for 4 days every 6 hours. So the first sweat will start at 6 p.m. and then the next one will be at midnight, and then 6 a.m., then noon. Yeah.
They're asking, in hindsight, what are your... by the way, Occupy Toronto was such a pain, it says here. That's good evening. It says, in hindsight, what are your thoughts about Occupy Toronto and handling a First Nations protocol?
Well,
If you want to answer that, I don't know, maybe off topic there, but that's a good evening asking that.
well, I think that for someone who has been working with us and broadcasting with First Nations issues, I mean, it should be a no-brainer, right, Gary?
Okay.
That you should understand our protocols,
You have to.
and because
And respect it.
and to respect it, because that's what we're trying to do too. Like I'm not perfect. I know I've said stuff and done stuff that I'm not perfect, and as long as I learn from those things, that's the great part. And I have my traditions to fall upon, and that's what I have. And when it comes to someone else, who is broadcasting our events, that's great. That's not, like, I'm not against that. What I'm against is that when you don't consult the people who have been doing all the work and who have all the you constantly hear the captain say that I have the longest First Nation show on Occupy Toronto, which is true, and my son, he has a show. He's also First Nations. He's Ojibwe. He's Bear Clan. And my other son too, he's Bear Clan. And all my my children. So this is the thing. The captain, he has done a lot for getting us guests. Like, I want to give credit where credit is due, because he did. He got us some good guests, right? Like he got us Lorraine, he got us Nancy, he did film
great
condition, man.
connections,
He
yeah.
did a lot of good work, man. You know what, man? The captain did a lot of good fucking work, man. He did, man. I'm not going to say that he didn't. But, we didn't support him in raising $10,000, and we told him that, we didn't want the money to just go to him. We wanted the money to go to the people, and we wanted to hear what the Mi'kmaq Warrior Society wanted. So,
Yeah, nice comment there. They knew.
and so we were not in agreement with the captain's fundraiser, and that is why we are not broadcasting with the captain. That's why we are broadcasting with the Crow.
Young Ojibwe, do you think that people these days are using our traditions more and more than they used to, or do you believe that raising awareness has slowed it down and opened the minds of people more frequently? Young Ojibwe.
Well, I think it's a bit of both. We have to bring awareness to our things, because our traditions, are sacred traditions, and they're sacred teachings, and I appreciate ally support, but I want people to know that, when it comes to us, standing up for our land and whatnot, we want to be respected as like, we want to make our own decisions. And sometimes, sometimes the allies, they want to try and speak for us.
They want control.
And we don't want that. We want to speak for ourselves. And, when the captain is saying that he wants to raise $10,000 to buy all this stuff, and it's like,
This is our history.
how is that benefiting, how is that benefiting the Mi'kmaq Warrior Society when, the real problems are not just in Elsipogtog. This is the whole thing.
It's happening right across.
We have problems here in Ontario, all across Turtle Island. There are problems. So,
More each day.
Like the thing of it is we have to bring awareness to those people, but we need to do it in a way that makes us look good, and that the awareness we're bringing is will stick to their minds. I talked to a lot of people here in Toronto, and a lot of them never heard about the two-row wampum. And the two-row wampum is a wampum that was signed, like I said earlier, between the Iroquois Confederacy and the Dutch, actually in 1613, and then it was later signed on with the British, and then the French, and the British and the Americans, and then later on, I believe, with the French, and the reason that the Canadian citizens don't have the two-row wampum signed is because they were under British Dominion rule at the time, so they would have signed it under the British. Yeah. There's my son. So, yeah.
Oh, chaps.
The Nordiques.
I call them no. Yeah.
Because
they don't prick.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you saying about?
So
You built the Great Bridge. For I don't know more. A lot of stuff coming in here.
yeah, man.
Rise PDX.
Yeah, man. So my wife is working, and so she can't be here, but we're gonna send her the link, and so yeah. So what's actually going to happen is this. We are going to start our own live stream channel, and we're working on it. It's going to be niche run, niche led. It's going to be niche programming, and it's going to be a niche board. So look forward to that, and we're going to try and do a lot of cool stuff. Like we will not be going 24/7, but what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and put some good programming together. So stay tuned in the next couple of months for that. That is not going to be happening right away, but that is going to be happening soon, and I'll keep people posted. We're just, like I said, we're just in the beginning stages of planning it out. We've actually been talking about it for a while, but we weren't sure, and we were actually waiting for one more person to come, and now that person has returned, and so we want to talk with them and get them. Yeah, right.
Steak through that Nordique.
And one of the suggestions that has been suggested is calling it the two-row. What did you want to say?
Oh, I wanted to call it the two-row TV, but I don't know why.
The two-row TV.
Two-row TV, but
Yeah.
I don't know why people add TV though. I like TV because everyone else does it. But
Hey, bring me his chair.
why do? Oh, okay.
Mention it. TIT,
Yeah.
but that's not TV.
Why do people call it TV? It's not television.
Yeah, breaking up.
It's not television.
And it's a
So
police state where no. It's
why
not
do they
breaking
call
up.
it?
Yeah, it is breaking up a little. Yeah, sorry.
So I want to call it two-row TV, but the only thing I think is weird about it is why do people call it TV? It's not television.
Well, it's kind of a form of television because,
Yeah, but it's
like right now,
this isn't. But
it's like it's a live broadcast, right? Like when you watch on the TV the news, it's a live broadcast at 6 p.m.
Yeah, but it's not on the TV. If it says it's TV, then would I actually watch this on TV unless you connect this to your phone and connect your phone to your TV?
It's internet TV.
Politically correct. Rise,
So that
it
means
is going
you
down.
could
It's going back
connect
up a
internet
little.
to your television and then you get to watch it? Whatever.
That's like a push me, pull you. But hey,
Maybe it'd be better if it's called two-row live.
are you mixing niche and Six Nations cultures? It's asking.
Well, it depends on what people get involved. Like my wife is Nish, she's Ojibwe, so I mean, like, there are going to obviously be a lot of different views, and like, we don't all come from the same nation, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be it's going to be a nice change, man. I've been looking forward to doing this for a while, actually, and you know, like I'm really excited because you know, there's a lot of people that wanna do that. You know, like there's been suggestion of you know, tea time with the elders. You know, you know, continuing on with this show. You know, maybe people talking about, you know, residential schooling. You know, like maybe you know, like we don't have anything 100% written in stone, and so like I said, we're still planning it out.
GoFundMe, what's that?
What?
They say maybe start a GoFundMe or some other online donation option. If you started any, you're thinking about it, right?
Yeah, I mean, we are thinking about, like, obviously this is gonna cost money, and you know, but you know, we want to come to it as a group and a whole decision, and we want to make sure that when that time comes, that you know, when we actually do a fundraiser, you know.
Collective.
It'll be collective. Yeah. It'll be
inclusive to everyone.
Inclusive. What do you call that? Transparency.
Transparency, yeah. Open to everyone. Yeah. Just like even the No Deeks, they were horrible, but they had good
teams
but
because you know what?
They worked together.
But man. You know what, man? When they became the Colorado Avalanche, were they playing as Colorado or the Nordiques?
You broke my heart.
Yeah, they won the Stanley Cup, man. All those people in Quebec were upset.
Reminds me of the Expos, right?
Yeah, they're gone too. They went to Washington, right?
Same scenario, man. Where they were just going to win, and the Americans swooped them out. It's no Canadian teams are going to win.
Yeah, we don't want those teams.
What's this? Somebody's asking this. Sorry.
And then someone, did you know that Ottawa's coming back in the CFL?
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, what are they calling them?
Three Rough Riders now. Well, they changed the name.
Rough Riders!
Wow, that's how I remember them. Remember they had the big white R on their helmet?
You ever hear that joke? No. Rough Riders!
Yeah.
How come there's two teams called Rough Riders?
You know, I never understood that.
Yeah.
You know?
There was like three. If they
no, there was only two.
Eh?
They had the BC Lions, right? And then they had the Eskimos. They had
oh, the chat's going fast.
Is that your brother? Huh?
Yeah, they had the Stampeders, the Saskatchewan, Winnipeg, Hamilton, Toronto, Montreal, and Ottawa.
Whoa,
but remember Montreal folded. Remember back in the 80s?
They did? Canadians?
No, the Alouettes.
Alouettes, yeah.
Yeah, they left.
They went down to the States. Some interesting talk here about donations. The Davyn captain has no way to rack up the funds actually go. Something. Money for equipment and travel.
Yeah.
Nazim Haramen's group got anonymous funding. The police said it came from stolen credit cards, got audited by the IRS and investigated by police. Something right at the yes, no other way. Davyn and Cathy have to start somewhere.
Yeah,
Less people help. Wow, didn't know about that Anon donation going wrong. Blah blah blah. I think.
Well, see, that's the other thing too, man. You know, the last fundraiser the captain threw. You know, like I felt really bad. Actually, Mac, I felt fucking ashamed about that whole fucking thing, man.
I think we all did.
You know.
Anybody who's on.
And you know, like. That kind of made us look bad, and you know. So.
Hi, good evening. Yeah, good evening. Who are you? Good evening. Anyways,
so you know, like
we must know each other.
Yeah.
Fundraiser was a disaster. What did you feel? What did you feel ashamed? What happened? Okay, chat.
Well, if you don't remember about the first fundraiser, so after the fundraiser, the captain he called me and he said that he had some bad news.
Gary,
he
I don't know what time it was. 12 o'clock. But it was.
Then he told me that you know the webpage was sold and and whatnot. And
bank accounts went to 5 different
I
places.
don't know, man.
He's talking about Billy, Billy, and
I fucking
that was
told him.
another
I said,
thing. Yeah.
actually, it was my wife who asked him like 4 times. Did you check? Did you check to make sure? Oh,
They
yeah,
effed up on the location of the donations. He goes, oh yeah, one went to Florida, one went here, one went there.
And we actually, one of the things that we were actually asking for was paperwork for all this money. You know, like we wanted to see a paperwork.
Sylvia got out of the scene. Everything just collapsed. Everything collapsed. Yeah. So funds didn't come in.
Yeah, and a lot of us didn't want to go 60 hours. The captain was always insistent about going 60 hours, and we told them, you know, 24 is good. People could donate after, you know. But like I said, we weren't in agreement with where the money was going, so that's why we're not fundraising with Captain Shanger.
I went to Florida somewhere that Greg Renouf got sniff out of it.
Yeah. You know, I'm actually kind of surprised that Greg Renouf hasn't fucking written anything about the fundraiser.
Well, I see Crystal. Somebody say, good evening. He says, Crystal from Rabble spoke about Billy.
Yeah.
Don't let the 1% divide you, says Rise PDX.
Oh, don't worry. We don't let nobody divide us, man. We stand strong and united.
Right. No weakness.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you know what? I just want to say, you know, I do thank the captain for showing me everything, you know, about the live stream, you know, because, you know, gives me something to do, man.
Since I left in July,
you know what?
I'll still support that side there and stuff. But
Oh yeah. And you know what the captain said?
Yeah.
The captain said that if we started our own First Nations live stream, he would actually support us and mirror us, man.
Try again.
I don't know if that's gonna happen still, but
Well, they got the
Well, if you're using bambuser, he won't. Well, depends.
Well, I hope they call
That's
back.
another story.
Well-
He doesn't like the feed off, but bambuser's picked up. It's gotten better.
Oh,
No, didn't move.
for a second I thought that phone was this phone.
You're seeing the light.
there.
Trick
Well,
of the light.
I think he won't be able to mirror this because he doesn't. Well,
Well,
yeah.
you see,
He just-
you're
well-
going crazy.
Well, he's busy with his live stream now.
Well,
He
he
mirror
might
it
be
later.
busy with his live stream, but he also doesn't want to show what. Well, he might. He
You're right.
might,
Yeah,
but he might not.
Still everybody divide by 0. Okay.
yeah. So that's what we're gonna be working on in the next couple of months, folks. So stay tuned. And you know, my son Skylar, he was suggesting 2-row TV, but like that's not written in stone, and like. To call it something like that, like we need to talk to the people of Six Nations, you know, first before we throw any name out there like that. So, you know, we want to make sure that, you know, when we do get started, like I said, you know, we're not going to be going all the time, but we are going to try and get the stuff on the go and
You might be able to call it 2-row live. I'm just
2-row
saying.
live,
Could
man.
be 2-row live or 2-row TV. Either way is fine.
That's my son's suggestion.
You don't tell me what to do.
So,
No.
yeah.
No,
So,
you do
yeah.
what you want, but you take people's suggestions and think about them, right?
So, yeah, man, we're just fucking
Not TV like you were
having a good time.
you know?
And, we are, live at my place, talking about stuff,
And the chat's going crazy.
and the chat's going crazy.
Rise PDX, Civilian Media, and
I just want to say thanks to all the people who have joined in. You're welcome, you know. I want to thank you and for tuning in.
reception's not great.
The reception is not great in my
Because of
place,
the buildings. Because of the buildings
but
here.
you know what? We do what we gotta do, man.
Yeah.
So yeah. So didn't Canada play Switzerland today?
Yeah, 4-1 we beat them.
Oh yeah, well everybody beats the Swiss.
Oh, I love beating the U.S. That was great.
Oh,
The
yeah?
women lost.
What does he mean?
What's
Yeah, he's what?
Thanks
Oh, yeah?
for keeping the show
What about
alive.
Sweden? Where are they? Are they ousted?
They were playing Sweden.
What about
They
Russia?
lost Finland, I think.
Oh,
What
yeah?
about
What about Russia?
Russia beat U.S.
They did, right on, man. Russia beat the U.S.
I can
Good,
hear
US
most
got
of,
beat.
but it's freezing. Okay, it is freezing a little. Okay, but you can hear everything. Okay, cool.
As long as the U.S. got beaten.
As long as the U.S. got beat.
Yeah. Good enough.
So yeah, man, not a lot. We partied with Miguel on New Year's Eve. Me, Gary.
Hey, did anybody let Miguel know about this?
I think. Yeah. Did anybody let Miguel know? Someone should let Miguel know.
Show,
Man.
I forgot.
It's all right now.
Oh, yeah.
I can let him know right now.
Right now,
Man, I already
call
get
him
dressed.
up. Let him know.
Miguel! Andale. Okay,
Because he'll turn around and call others.
because my my stream health is at 40-50% when we started broadcasting we were up to 69.
Oh,
So
word.
there's something else is on around here, but it's skipping down below 50. So andale, ole. Now I speak of the Spanish. Oh, that's
Yeah,
where
man,
the
so,
comes in. I should have done that before.
It might be choppy now, but it won't be choppy when you upload it, right?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, it won't. It'll take it all away. Yeah.
It'll take it all away. So, if you think that you're missing something, don't worry. You can watch it. This will be archived. Is that correct?
Definitely, yeah. It's in there right now.
It's in there right
even
now.
if this went down the toilet, boop, it's still there.
So, yeah.
Right on.
Right on, man.
Young Jibway, clean and sober from New Year's Eve. Right on, Jibway.
Right on, man.
Catch it.
Yeah, with booze you lose, man.
Yeah. Too much. My dad always say, good man's man of moderation.
My son asked me, he said,
He might suffocate.
why do they promote drinking during the holidays?
Yeah, he's a baby.
And I said, well,
You can't leave as much then.
I can't think of a good reason, man.
My dad passed away New Year's Eve, 3 in the morning, so I stopped drinking. I still drink a bit, but man, I don't drink
Rum
on
and
that day.
eggnog, man. That's the traditional Christmas drink.
Substitute.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's
That. I wonder who made that, the traditional drink.
Eggnog?
Yeah. Is that England?
plastic bag.
Probably. Well, it could be Dutch, Swedish, Norwegian, German, even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Germany, he's called Sinterklaas.
Those guys are amazing.
Poor fags.
I don't know about in Holland. Isn't he Sinterklaas
Could be.
or Sinterklaas?
Satan Claus. I think
And
somebody
Howley
called it.
Satan Claus. Yeah.
Wasted all your.
Okay, yeah, that was a weird show today. I definitely watched
So
it
you're back.
today.
Oh, there's your foot again.
Sorry, I'm yapping over here because I'm watching the chat. They're just
Yeah,
talking
man.
about the show earlier today, which we don't need to get into.
Yeah, so I'm going to Vancouver next
Yeah.
Friday, man. I'm
Yeah,
so
already
excited,
something
man.
back about it.
I'm going to Vancouver next Friday. I'm taking my wife and my son. I'm going for 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks, little man. You won't see me for...
Where are you gonna leave?
I'm leaving next Friday, downtown.
So you're gonna stay here tomorrow?
Yeah, next week.
Next week, Friday.
Next week.
This is Friday. Isn't it?
Today is Friday. Right.
Oh, so you're gonna stay here until Friday?
Next, it's high midnight.
It's like six months.
It's midnight right now, right on the dot, right?
Well, maybe it's not
Yeah, it
midnight.
is.
Maybe the
So-
clock
No.
at different times.
7 days from now, I will be leaving at this time.
So that would be.
From Vancouver.
No, from Toronto downtown. My bus leaves at 1 a.m.
So where are you going?
to Vancouver.
Why?
Because I got stuff to do there. I'm going out to do some ceremonies. My dad lives out there.
Oh,
Is there a
yeah.
court date coming up for you?
That's February.
Yeah.
Yeah, February. So, I want to talk about one thing that's kind of funny that you mentioned my court date because I got a lot of Facebook messages. You can find me as RAS space HAILE space capital X on Facebook. Anyway, there was a Christmas special on Usman Haroon, and I got a lot of texts on Facebook about it, and I heard that a lot of people. I didn't really get to see all the comments, but I heard that that people were kind of upset because of what happened between me and Usman. And why they're upset is because he was the spokesperson for the theft of Christmas gifts in the Parkdale area. He was giving safety advice about to hide the presents or they'll get stolen. And so they were painting him to look like he was a nice guy.
They always do that. All the bad cops always get great positions.
And so it's kind of funny. So there's a person who contacted me from the Toronto Star who wants me to do an interview and talk about the videos and what happened between me and Usman on August 28th. And they said that they were going to print the story.
We'll learn how to walk.
Theft of Christmas gifts.
Did you grab a piece of apple?
Yes, you may. Well, I can't remember. He was on. It was what? What was it on? Hey, Reverend. What was it on? It was on CTV, right?
Isn't that the guy who took your status card?
He took my status card. But he said that I offered him well, actually, I shouldn't say, because my wife doesn't want me to really talk too much about that, but seeing as I brought it up, I was accused of being free man on the land with
Armed and dangerous.
and armed and dangerous. And anyway, and so
Probably doesn't even carry a knife like you do.
because of that incident, so they're gonna talk. I'll be talking about that. I think with the Toronto Star. I think it was. And then, of course, my court case is February 6th at 9 a.m. and I think it's courtroom H, right? It was moved.
Oh,
Yeah,
God, that
It wasn't at that
that's
courtroom.
messed up.
It was in a different
That
one.
was G before, I think.
E. Or courtroom E or C.
See, for us.
Were you there, Reverend?
No, not last one for you, but you
No.
might be together with us next time.
Oh, yeah.
Let me announce that court day I have to go to.
Yeah.
January 9th.
It's on the Facebook. But when-
Oh, yeah. Gary here, he has court January 9th in Hamilton. At what time?
Westover at 9 o'clock.
Westover.
For that Hamilton
Yeah,
Westover
for the
action.
Westover action.
Yeah, we got charged for break and enter.
Yeah.
So I gotta go to court for that on January 9th. I got the break and enter charge reduced down to mischief. So, right on.
Yeah, man.
And like I said, next court day will be on January 9th, which is what, next Thursday, right?
I'll
That's
have
1
to
week
take a look
from
at the
now.
calendar.
Right,
But
the second. That's
Yeah.
7 days. No?
That's at 9 o'clock, courtroom 100. Hope to see you all there. Please come help me.
January 9th is next Thursday, yeah.
No, anyways, I gotta do a mischief charge. I'll be facing off with the judge. Hopefully this time I'll be able to talk about what happened at the Westover Hamilton blockade.
And they confiscated my flag.
Yeah, and they took Davyn's flag again. It's about the flag again, hey, right? It's always about the flag, man.
You ever notice, Gary,
Look,
when you see the Al-Qaeda people or the people uprising all over, what do you see most all
the
over?
flag,
Flag.
yeah. I got charged for, like I said, in Hamilton or Westover blockade for doing the flag routine, So here we go again,
Yeah.
January 9th, 9 o'clock in the morning, 2014. Be there.
Either.
Yep.
Yeah,
Thank you.
and that's 9 a.m., right?
9 a.m. Yeah.
9 a.m. in Hamilton. If you, it's right across the street from the GO station.
Yeah.
I believe it's one block north of the Gold Street.
Yeah, it's not too far from
in the downtown, right downtown. I think it's on James Avenue or something. But
Main, 45 Main is the street
yeah, 45 Main. It's
Main.
yeah.
not too far
East.
from.
I think it's east. Because I remember someone told me to hang a right when I should have hung a fucking left.
Yeah.
I went out with the captain, remember?
Right, yeah. So anyways, yeah, we did a blockade. It was all about Enbridge Line 9, you know. Again, environmental impact, right, you know. That's what it was about. So hopefully we can, you know, go in and walk out. Hope they don't remember the flag.
The famous flag.
Oh, man.
So I'm going to talk to someone, but, you know, here's a great, I was handed these pictures actually when someone came to town, and it was Zach that did them, and I thought that they were great. And I really want to frame these because I don't know if you were there, right, Crow?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we're looking at me.
Dropped it.
Drop it. Still.
This is when we took over the rail last year, February 4th, 2013.
Yeah, right on. Good picture.
Yeah, man, that is a nice picture.
Right on.
And
You got it?
I'm going to try and get them framed. Maybe I'll get a couple copies. This one here is of Nina Waste, one of the founders of Idle No More. That's when we were at Council Lodge on downtown, near the inn. What's that inn? Royal York Inn?
Yeah, Royal York.
Well, the Queen stays there, right? When she comes to Toronto, that big...
Yeah, the big suite there.
She stays at the one on the top.
Prime Ministers and English, British, Northern.
And this is one where we did for solidarity with Elsa Pucktuck. And it was done at night. Crack off, Swin. Crack off. And, yeah, fuck, it was cold that night. I remember the wind was blowing and whatnot. So, yeah. So, you know, those are some 3 nice pictures that I have, and maybe I'll talk to Zach, maybe I can get a couple more, or I can get him to copy me a couple more.
Actually, here's a trick. Like even on my BAM user, or like you're on YouTube,
Yeah.
while the video is running,
Yeah,
you got an iPhone, smartphone, you can take still pictures of that video. Which if I run the video for like an hour, I get still pictures hour long of great pictures.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Tricks of the trade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, don't step on that.
Oh, sorry.
So, and yeah, man. New Year's, man, we spent with Miguel, and we blew off some fireworks, man.
Yeah.
Fuck, right at midnight.
He must be busy right now. Did you call him, Miguel?
I didn't call him, but I did text him.
Well, he'll be around. He'll watch it.
What do you call Miguel? What's his number?
Watch a kid if he comes over.
647.
Oh, I don't know.
So,
The signal keeps going up and down. When I move it around, it goes higher.
What was Miguel's number? Jim?
Try it again.
hold on.
Yeah, stick it around.
647.
A lot of buildings around here.
Well, we got, yeah,
Now it's going back up. So when I play with it, it goes up.
yeah, they have.
When I play with it, it goes up. That sounds like garbage.
Hey, Gary.
71,
Come here.
72. It's going up.
Problem is stopping it.
68.
What?
You gotta stop it through a
Try
whole
to call Miguel
generation.
here.
Yeah, I don't want to say what his name is
Stop
on
it right
the...
for a
Yeah,
whole
I know.
generation
Mhm.
before you can get rid of it. AIDS.
Tap it over here.
Stop it.
See,
By
it's
not
on
giving
now.
it to somebody else.
Watch.
And then once all the new people are born, then,
Okay,
Right on.
call him.
David Letterman show when you're dying.
Yeah, David Letterman.
infected sex or needles.
So, yeah, man. I'm just...
It's
Needles is one
busy.
of the worst ones.
Huh?
Busy.
Yeah, so,
I'll call him again.
Right. That's a real.
we are here live at my place And so this is the first episode that we are broadcasting on Bamboozer, and it's an honor and privilege to be live streaming with the Crow. Yeah, the Crow, man.
I'm just gonna get some air because I'm very hot. Is that okay?
That's all right.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, man, the 2 row times, man.
Sponsor.
had to do it
Sponsor, man.
We are.
So, yeah, man. We don't want to broadcast too long because I have to pay attention to my sons, and but yeah, we just wanted to come on for a little while and let you know that you know, we'll probably broadcast with the Crow a couple more times, hopefully, you know, if that's all right with him or if that's what he wants to do.
We live like practically next door.
Yeah, well, he actually don't live too far from me, so, you know, there's always possibilities. And, you know, hope, you know, we're, like, you know, we know the signal is never ever perfect.
Well, we can always do a trick
But-
over at my place. We got Wi-Fi, and we could do a dual broadcast. I
Yeah.
could use Bam User, and I could also use Beetle or live stream. We could
Right
roll
on.
the popsicle stand in with a laptop. You guys
Right
go
on. So maybe next week there's a possibility we could do it at the Crows.
Yeah.
But, you know, like, I have to talk to my wife and whatnot.
Going.
Like I said, yeah. So I would have to broadcast early that day or something. Thursday, yeah.
See, I don't work. I got an occupation.
Yeah.
All right. We've had that for 2 years.
Hey, Daywin.
Yeah.
Bum, pow, little drummer boy.
Yeah, so, you know, I have been, like I said, you know, been spending time, you know, with my family over the holidays. It's been nice. Like I said, we had a nice turkey dinner Christmas. And we had a few people over on Christmas, and man, what a great spread that was, man.
No, it's still in now, man.
So
Turkey.
yeah, we had turkey, mashed potatoes, stuffing, we had cranberry sauce, we had everything, carrots. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So
They're saying good to see you got access online. Never mind the captain, you'll be fine.
Oh,
We
I
went
don't-
from captain to crow.
yeah, I went from captain to crow, man. That's all right, man.
There's a joke in there.
Now there's a total joke in there, man. That's gotta keep. I gotta write that down.
Made the captain walk the plank.
Went from captain to crow.
You be Johnny Carl, I'll be like that. That would be. And yeah, the battery.
Right on.
Battery's at about 24, so it's not cold. It won't die.
Yeah, so, you know,
Let it run until it dies. Yeah,
hey, don't do that.
little drummer boy.
So, yeah. So, we are just sitting here, you know, thanks to the Crow, and I'm not worried about the captain. You know, like I said, he dug his own grave. You know, he thought he could use us for his entertainment and for his own agenda. And no way, man.
They were saying, when you were upset about where the money went, or did anybody ask? They were asking a long time ago.
Well, we asked him
a few
about.
times.
We asked him. We asked him a few
I
times.
don't think
And,
anybody knows.
But can I talk something? I don't want to put in your personal live stream, but can I talk about something
what?
in front of the camera?
Yeah.
Since we're having a new camera and it's a phone, I don't think we're able. I don't think we could actually now have the ability to show videos unless we upgrade our camera somehow or get a new one and add it to a laptop.
Well, the laptop needs some repair. It needs some. It needs some
for
work.
now, yeah.
So are
Just
you
a
saying
substitute.
that we fix this up and add a camera there? And
Well, what needs to happen with this computer, folks, just in case you're curious, and if you feel like you want to help, I'm talking with somebody who when I first of all, the computer was a gift,
Aw.
and So when I first got it, it was only running on 256
They
megabytes
want
of
to know
RAM.
what it needs, yeah.
So I upgraded it to 1 gigabyte of RAM. So it needs more space. I think it needs a new motherboard to do that, right?
More space.
More space.
What's a motherboard?
You don't know what a motherboard is?
No.
Makes the computer run.
Oh, so you're gonna have to rip out the old one and then replace it with a new one? So you're gonna take out all its memory out, or?
Well, you add more memory.
Oh, so.
And then it needs like.
There's a rabbit's foot. You guys get enough donations, you can purchase a nice one
Yeah,
of
and
those
then
Mac-
what needs to happen is
You get it
it needs more RAM. Like it needs 4 gigabytes of RAM.
You get the proper one. Well, yeah.
And then
Like right now, because the computer only has 1 gigabyte of RAM, you can't live stream off of it. Like
It's nothing. Yeah.
doesn't have enough power.
You need like Captain
even
runs
worse
off 4.
is that we can't even connect to the internet, so we don't have enough money, so.
Well, we could connect to the internet on an internet stick, but we wouldn't be able
To buy it. We don't have is that why we don't have enough money?
That has nothing to do with money, man.
Oh, okay.
No, a computer's okay. Like for
No,
now.
like, I thought it cost a lot of money just to do that, though.
To do what?
To get a internet stick.
Only costs like
$40 a month.
$40, but you have to buy the stick. I think at like what 180 or something.
So,
like
and
that.
then you can utilize my place for it.
200 or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, you have
Wait
to
a
buy
minute.
one?
Yeah, you have to buy it, but it's under no contract, right? That's with Wind, I think, or something like
Signal
that.
keeps going up and down. Whatever.
Yeah,
Or Mobilicity, one of the two.
Whatever happened to the stick with Captain Yard? That was, oh boy, they went from everywhere. They got broken.
So,
The stick got canceled.
Yeah.
so feel free. So I guess we're trying. So long story short, we don't have all the stuff that we need for this
The
laptop.
computer needs some work, man. It needs some improvement.
Yes.
It
And
probably needs at least about, from what my friend was saying, and like I said, I don't want to quote him, and this is in stone, but he said because Acer, it's an Acer, right? And the computer is 12 years old, right? And I think Acer was bought out by IBM or something like that, or IBM bought out Acer.
Yeah.
So there's a place on College in Espadina that I think he has all old Acer parts, but my friend is going to look into it. If not, I mean, I just saw a computer in the paper. I can't remember what it was, like $3.99 or something.
Lad 2 saying he's got an old Acer there.
No, we can
I
put
don't
it
know,
there.
Lad 2, if you know us, yeah. Any donation of that kind would be appreciated, yeah. Get in touch with Davyn.
And here's the one thing, folks.
Okay, look at it. Yeah, he's going to look at it,
how
see what it's got.
how do they donate?
Well, we're not asking for donations right
We're
now.
not asking for
Yeah,
them,
just
but
ask
I'm
for
just saying
Huh?
it's okay to donate or not.
Well, not right yet because we're not in that position.
Not in that
When
position.
it's over, if you're finished.
The show,
That's right,
well,
we're not in
the battery died.
Well, Davyn might have an expensive work.
No, I
He's
actually
getting
know.
his stuff ready.
So look, I do have a camera. It does work. So the battle is half won.
It's after that.
I know the overheating.
Should I close this?
Yeah, here's the Acer, the old Acer, man.
Just ask for an old computer.
Zach, what about this
Well, you
Apple?
can practically buy a new laptop now for like fucking $300-400.
Well, they want to run videos, so if they want to run videos, they can't do it off of
Yeah, but
a cell
actually,
phone.
what about this
What?
Apple?
Yeah, I
What
agree. The
about
cell
this
phone is
Apple?
the easiest.
Well, the Apple one, I gotta look into.
They want
Well,
a screen.
I'm just saying, maybe we could actually, since the Apple, it doesn't seem like it's in bad shape. It seems like it works.
Yeah, but again, I don't have the internet, so and
Yeah, we don't have the
I
internet.
need to talk to someone about the Apple too.
Maybe we
Just
should get
ask
a.
if it's
We should probably get a
Someone has
camera for the
one
Apple.
they're not using.
Well, this guy here's Lad 2.
We should get a camera.
He's
for
looking
both.
into it.
So
Oh, the
what-
screen's
I have
cracked on it.
jacks to
You
plug
guys have
in
a
the
lot.
camera.
Hey, he's got one with a broken screen, but may have the motherboard and RAM, maybe even the battery. Well, this is all going to be on the chat, so you guys can watch this after too.
Yeah.
Where's the headset?
What?
Oh, well,
That's how he got the other one.
6 gig
That's
free
the
memory.
easiest.
Oh, 6 gig free memory. So hopefully that works on the chat.
okay, where are they?
Some ground.
The a whole bunch.
We're at 17% battery because
Oh,
it's
yeah,
not
'cause
cold.
it's
If it was cold, it would have died.
Yeah, see, like the thing with this Acer right now, also with is that it needs a battery because the computer only works when it's plugged in.
Too old to work, use it, really.
It fucking works, man.
No, I meant for.
Hey, you know what?
Shit.
Hey, it was
Okay,
free.
One's okay. Take that screen. And
It was
put it
free,
on.
and I ain't complaining. I'm just saying, you know,
Yeah.
like that's still a good computer. Like, I'm pretty sure if I put some work into it, like I could make it last, right?
Probably cheaper than the other one.
Another F-bomb. Wow, what's that mean? Another F-bomb.
Oh yeah. No F-bombs here, man. No F-bombs here.
I don't think we. I think I know what an F-bomb is, but I don't want to tell.
Hey, asking Davyn, did you get my email right?
What is an F-bomb?
What?
Who's Lad 2? Did you get my email right? The Lad 2. Hey, I'm not sure what these names are. Good evening, Davyn, the Lad 2, Rise PDX.
I'm not sure if I did.
What email is that, Lad 2? Well, this battery's going to die anytime. If it does, the show's over. Can't get to an extension cord. So we'll maybe bring it over.
Okay, well listen, folks. What we're gonna do is I think we'll just call it a night because you know, like we know that we started a little late and you know, like that there's not a lot of battery power and
It's getting iffy. I might cut out.
and we might cut out and so you know, I guess you know, and that's the way it goes, man. You know, like I don't mind not just broadcasting all night either. You know, it's good to come out and just let you people know that there is going to be a niche live stream. You know, all those people are welcome to help. You know, mirror it and whatnot. So we'll keep you in touch with that and yeah. So again, my name is Davyn. I want to thank everyone. I'm sorry that it isn't the way it used to be, but you know, Happy New Year. You gotta go out with the old and in with the new, man.
Exactly.
And you know what? I'm willing to go in with the new. So, thank you very much, folks. Have a good night, and we will see you next week. All right? Aye, and goodbye.
Yeah. Droopster Hotmail. Cause the crow.